Hello, Benjamin. Welcome. You just started your agency a couple of months ago, but you told me before you worked 10 years in the business. So you worked 10 years for a big company in Antwerp, which is in Belgium, where we're located. And can you tell me why you decided, after 10 years and a pretty successful career in a big brokerage, to get and launch your own business?
Well, I did a different couple of functions in the real estate transaction industry, so it wasn't all 10 years for one big broker. But I felt the timing was right to do it better and to start my own agency. I think the real estate agencies, they have been doing the same for a long time already. And I think right now, because of all these new digital technologies, the timing was really right.
So you were a long time in the business, so you know the business inside out, I would say. And particularly this period in time is very exciting for, I think, the industry. There's a lot of things changing, a lot of new tech available out there. And this is the reason you're trying to get it on your own, and you're saying basically this era with a lot of things evolving gives you, or you think is giving you, an opportunity?
Yes, absolutely. I think the way we can reach people today using these new technologies has become a really big opportunity if you know your way around these technologies. And that's the reason why I think the timing right now is really good to start an own agency. Yeah.
Wow. So, but you mentioned that reaching people. So when you're saying reaching people and technology, are you talking about media? Like, I've been talking a lot about the different medias being available out there. As compared to a few years ago, we were focused on classical listings website, and now you have social media, etc. But let's leave that aside for a second. Do you use also, or do you see other technologies to reach people, such as chat, such as, I don't know, maybe Instagram, or other ways to reach people? How do you reach people?
Well, I think right now we're relying heavily on social media to reach the people, because they, of course, they have the right data. And using that data, we can really specify our target audience and really deliver the right content to the right people.
Okay.
And I think that's something that before was not possible.
Yeah, so that's very particular. You're mentioning social media as one of your main tools to reach the right audience. So in effect, what you're saying is social media helps you as a broker reach a more precise target audience. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, and do you deliver particular content besides your listings to that audience, or what do you do precisely on social media?
Well, we know that right now some people, they have like a certain pain or a certain problem, a certain question about the whole buying or selling process of their real estate.
All right.
And these new technologies, they offer us the opportunity to really deliver the right answer to that question or problem. Using targeted advertising. Okay. So they don't longer have to come to us, we can come to them, and I think that's the really big difference if you compare it to 5 or 10 years ago, that we can really deliver the right answer to them on a platter, basically.
So you're using technology and new media to deliver more accurately to the audience that has an interest, or let's assume, or an interest that's close to your business, but you still need to produce the content. I mean, that's something that's very new, I would say. Do you consider that in your marketing mix as a launching agency, the content piece is critical, is important? How do you look at content marketing?
I think it's really critical, because for us as a company, as an agent, it offers us the first touch points. So we can have or build a relationship with our potential clients even before they come to us. So normally in a traditional way of doing marketing, the interested buyer or seller, they will search for us on the moment they really need it. For example, if they look for a property or they look for a free valuation. But using this new technology or this new marketing, we can really start already building a relationship with them even before they have this really current
so before the actual need arises for your services, what you're saying is that. So before the need arises for your particular services, you want to be on the radar.
Okay. Exactly.
So that's, I think, something that's been used in other industries, which is called content marketing. I haven't seen it a lot or widely used in real estate or in the transactional space. We see it more and more, but it's still I think, nascent, so you're playing on that. And can you give us a little bit of tips and hints on which type of contents work well for you, or which type of content work well for any new brokerage?
Yeah, well, right now we're really focusing on seller leads, of course, because we're still a starting agency.
Yeah, so vendors trying to put their or looking to put their properties on the market.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we like deliver content on tips on how to sell your property fast and for a good price. Basically, everything that you can imagine surrounding that subject.
Yes.
But we see that people are really looking for that or really interested in that type of content.
And what happens next? So you produce content, whether text, video, I can imagine you need to produce content and format it in different ways.
Yeah.
So let's talk just a second about the formats. Which formats are you using for your content?
We use blog contents, articles that we use targeted advertising to reach a lot of people,
right?
And also video content.
Okay, we were talking about your content marketing initiatives, but I heard something when we were talking before the cameras were rolling about your giving a particular more human touch, or something that you're mentioning is missing in today's classical marketing initiatives. What do you really mean?
Yeah, I see it as my biggest opportunity right now is to use these technologies as a leverage to really get back to being human in our marketing, to really establish that connection online with potential leads.
Okay.
And I think that's something a lot of people or a lot of agents have forgotten, that it's about the human connection. Real estate.
So what are you meaning that the traditional brokerages have moved heavily toward pushing promotional material and call to actions and things like that, and you want to give it a more human touch, like giving them the sense that you're there to help them, guide them through the process?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
Yes, exactly. I think the promotional marketing, like the salesy stuff, the very pushy stuff, it doesn't work online. And I think online we have to try to really build a connection, like give value, like value first. I think that's a very important, essential part of marketing in real estate.
Yeah.
And really try to build that connection and help people in that process. And not just directly trying to go for the sale, just really help them in their process.
So what you're saying is basically you want to add more value by providing a sense of guidance through the journey, and that's something you want to play out during the marketing phase.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's a tricky one. How are you planning to do that? Because it's not so easy to make people see that when they have just a fraction of a second of attention.
Yeah, that's true, and that's why we try to, we build it's what we call a funnel, and we build it in different phases. So we really try to deliver the right content at the right time to the right people, and bring them every time one step further down the funnel, in order to filter out the real qualitative leads for us, but also establishing a relationship long term.
So when you say funnel, you talk marketing funnel, I imagine. That's very interesting. I don't hear that very often, actually, from brokerages working with a real marketing funnel. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper there, because you're making me curious. When we talk about marketing funnels, you need first to create awareness, and then you have consideration for people who are working a lot in marketing. Those are the classical stages. So in order to generate awareness for your brokerage, you're going to work on content marketing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit more about that human aspect, even if we mentioned that before? How would you do that on social media? How do you make sure to express that?
I think it's about daring to show yourself as a person. So I think the digital marketing techniques or the technologies, they offer you an opportunity to be out there and to show everybody who you really are. So you don't have to hide behind a professional wall as a company. You can use Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, that doesn't really matter, but the social media, just be there, be who you are, and don't hide behind anything pushy or salesy. Okay, that's very interesting. Well, great, thank you very much for your information, and I wish you a lot of success. Thank you very much.